Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Andre. So as promised, today's video is all about Louis Vuitton and their not so good customer service. I personally am very disappointed with Louis Vuitton's customer service. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I was in London. I was at Terminal 5 at Heathrow and I purchased a few items. If you want to see what exactly I purchased, then I'll link the video below. But this is about Louis Vuitton and their poor customer service. Now, Louis Vuitton is a brand, it's a premium brand, which has premium products, premium prices. It's a shame it doesn't have premium customer service. As far as I'm concerned, Louis Vuitton's customer service is shambolic. Shambolic is a strong word, yes. Why do I think that? Well, when I phoned customer service, one person told me one thing and then came back and took it right back. So what I'm talking about is this item here. I bought this from Terminal 5, Louis Vuitton in Terminal 5 at Heathrow. It's a card holder and it just looks like this, just so we know what we're talking about. Just a card holder. It retails full price £130. Now, if you're travelling outside the EU, you get your VAT taken off, so you don't pay VAT on an item. I was travelling within the EU, so I paid full price. I paid my 20% VAT on the item. So I paid exactly what I would have paid if I bought it at the Edinburgh store, the Louis Vuitton Edinburgh store. I bought that as a gift. It turns out the person I bought it for already has one, and so I basically thought I wasn't needing anything just now. I would take it back and get a refund from Edinburgh. In the middle of the week there, I received a call to say that my pochette métis was ready, and again, if you haven't seen any other videos, my pochette métis, there was a problem with the lock. I took it in and they were sorting that out. So basically, they gave me a call to say that the pochette was ready. So whilst I was on the phone, I had explained to them that I had bought, excuse me, I had bought this credit card holder and I wanted to return it and get a refund. So I asked if that was okay, and the lady I was speaking to at Edinburgh said she would have to go and speak to her manager, and she phoned me back. She phoned me back and she explained that I could not get a refund. I could get an exchange or a credit note. I then went on to say I didn't understand why I couldn't get a refund because I've paid full price for that. I have a receipt to prove that, and you can also check your computer system and see, because when you buy from Louis Vuitton, they have your full purchase history. So they would be able to see that I had actually paid full price for the item. I didn't have the VAT deducted, and I had only got it a couple of days before wanting to return it. She then said to me she couldn't do that because some people do pay full price and then they send away and get the VAT taken off. I then explained to her I was a British citizen, I have a British passport, I would bring that in to prove, on and on and on. And she said no, that wasn't the case. I then explained to her that my receipt said that I have a 30-day that there is a 30-day refund policy, so I can return something for a full refund within 30 days. And it had an exception of, I can't remember now, jewellery, I can't remember, but there was an exception, but not on this item. I could return this particular item. She said that wasn't the case. I thought, fine. I put the phone down, I finished speaking to her, and I phoned customer services. Again, a young lady answered. I explained the situation. She then said, yes, you could get a full refund. I said, thank you. Could you phone up the Edinburgh store and explain that to them, because they're refusing to give me a refund. They will only give me a credit note or an exchange. She asked me to hold. She then went on. She did whatever she did. She came back and then she explained, no, actually, the information I was given from Edinburgh was correct, and that I could only get an exchange or a credit note, which I wasn't happy with. But at that point in time, there was nothing I could do. I then tweeted the situation. I basically tweeted that it was poor customer service from Louis Vuitton. I was then contacted by Louis Vuitton, and again, to cut a long story short, they said that was the policy. At this point in time, I was not happy at all, because I would be fine if they always stuck to their company policy, but as we all know, they don't. They suit themselves. I then went on to say, and I explained that to the gentleman that I was speaking to. I explained, you only use company policy when it suits you. Is it your company policy that everybody that purchases something receives a glass of champagne on the point of sale? Because I've never received so much as a glass of water from the Edinburgh store. I was offered a drink at Terminal 5 Louis Vuitton. That was the first time ever when buying something from Louis Vuitton. I then went on to say, is it your policy to gift your customers something on their birthday, something at Christmas? Because I personally have never received that. If you have a company policy, then it should apply to all your shops, all your stores, not just when the sales assistant, the sales associate feels they have built a good relationship with a certain client. Policy is policy, and it should apply to everybody. Now, going back to Terminal 5, again, this was another thing I had explained to customer services. At no point in time was I ever told that if I purchased something from Terminal 5, I could not get a refund from any other Louis Vuitton shop. The policy, according to them, is if you purchase from Terminal 5 from Heathrow, you can only return it for a refund from Heathrow. So if you're travelling to America and you happen to purchase something from Heathrow, you cannot return it to your local Louis Vuitton. You have to, at your own expense, return it to Heathrow. Therefore, you'd also have to insure the item, as it's probably a high value item, and for your own sense of security, you would want to insure that. So all of this would be at your own cost. So I explained that. I said, you're not making life very easy for your customer. Now, I can understand if I had received a VAT deduction, but I didn't. I paid what I would pay at the Edinburgh store. There was no reason why I shouldn't be given a full refund. I have a receipt that says I am entitled to a full refund. It does not say on my receipt that, and it's a receipt from Heathrow, and nowhere on that receipt did it say that I could only return for a refund at Heathrow. I feel I need to put this out there. I feel everybody needs to know this. There should have been a sign at Louis Vuitton Heathrow to say, to give me my rights, to let me know. As a consumer, they should let me know what my rights are, and they didn't. They didn't at any time tell me that I was not entitled to get a refund back home. So this is something we all need to be aware of, that when shopping in Heathrow, you cannot get a refund at your local store. You have to return your goods back to Heathrow at your own expense. The only time they will pay for the cost of returning an item is if it's a faulty item. So I hope this helps somebody out there. I hope this informs people out there. This is why I probably won't be shopping from Louis Vuitton, because I feel, as a customer who has never ever returned anything to Louis Vuitton, they should have looked at my history and said, you know, as a special, just as a one-off, as you've never returned anything and you have paid full price for the item, just this once, as you were not made aware of the fact that you could only return it to Heathrow, as a good gesture, we will refund you the money. But no, they didn't. So to me, that is bad customer service. And the fact I was given different information from different people, and the fact that the first person I spoke to did not know the policy of refund, I feel makes customer service shambolic. Louis Vuitton's customer service is all over the place as far as I'm concerned. There should be signs to say that you can't return items to your local shops. All these things we should, as customers, be made aware. I hope this has helped. If you have any experiences with Louis Vuitton, please write them in the comments so we can all be made aware of them. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.